right, welcome everybody to the 7th game of the season. This is the first game for the Goffstown girls varsity soccer team in a week, and it's the first of 3 games that they will have in the next 5 days. My name is Tom Lazat. I'm here with Joe McGrail and Keith Lavalier. And special thank you to GTV for the production of this game and broadcasting. Very much appreciated. And here we go, Joe. We are playing today on a beautiful near last day of summer. Blue skies, sun shining, mid to high 60s, low humidity, and just a perfect afternoon for soccer, casting some shadows across the field here. And as nice as the weather is, the opponent is as tough as probably can be this season. The Grizzlies will be squaring off against the Bedford Bulldogs, who sit at 7-0 on the season so far. They have given up 1 goal in their first 7 games. So Bedford is also the reigning D1 champs. So tough test, no doubt. This is the cream of the division, and the Grizzlies are certainly excited about playing them today here. And last year they played them. They lost by a score of 0-2 in Bedford, but they did play a tough game and battle them tough. Everything about Bedford's program is to be emulated in some degree. They are an incredibly consistent team. I believe since the high school was established, and I want to say 2007. I got to check my notes here. But the girls' varsity soccer team has been in the playoffs every year since they've existed. So it's pretty hard to beat that. In 2021, they lost in the finals to BG. In the past few seasons before that, they reached the semifinals and the quarterfinals, et cetera, et cetera. But they are certainly looking to repeat this year, Joe.
Yeah, they definitely have a solid team, and bringing in some veterans that have been playing for them for quite a while. And so then,
yep,
this is going to be a test for the Goffstown for sure.
It is, and here we go. Right out of the bat here, we see the opening whistle, Bedford possessing, and Goffstown's going to try to get that off the sideline. Oh, Bridges is going to kick that forward. And we're going to try to get it out of our defensive third here. Bedford, good job dancing along the sidelines there to keep it going. Disrupted there by Autumn. Cat looking to bring this out, trying to find L's feet there. But Bedford's going to repossess here, reset. And right away we are seeing pressure by Bedford, and there's an unfortunate foul, Joe, right outside the box, right outside the penalty area, thankfully. But still, this is going to be a dangerous free kick coming up for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Sure is, just a few yards outside the 18 box.
All right, so here we go. Bedford lining up, looking. The shadows, or the sun is not in Shannon, the goalkeeper's face, but here comes the kick. Oh, it's a nice low one, and it gets blocked. So Goslin's going to try to clear this out, and now it's a foot race, and Bedford's going to send this back and reset here. No, they quickly send it forward. Autumn's there. She's able to intercept that, trying to get it down to Ari. And for the moment, Goffstown is possessing, and there's the old commentator curse. As soon as I say that, Bedford regains possession and sends it far left.
Great job from Goffstown to be able to work that low burner and move that out quickly and try to give an offensive push there, but it got turned around.
So there's a throw and kind of a little bit of a little rainbow leaping one. It's going to bounce around here. Bedford's going to take it back. They're going to try to center it. Oh, and this is going to be a shot. It's going to roll across. And across the
still across again.
It is, and it's still in somehow until Bedford kicks out. Wow. So that was a slow roller across. Shannon could not get her gloves on it. And then there was a Bedford player parked on the far post, or near post to her, and that sent it right back across the mouth of the goal. Tough angle, fortunately for Goffstown. So Shannon looking to kick this out. Bedford marking pretty tightly here. That ball's going to get sent down to the middle. Adri's going to tap this over to Kat. Kat's going to look to send this on the ground to McKenna. McKenna trying to find the ball over to Autumn. Is going to get kicked out of bounds. So this should be a Goffstown throw. It is. Going to lean out the window here. So Goffstown looking to settle in here a little bit, Joe. You know, make more than a couple of passes here.
Yeah, right now they're in a mode of just trying to stop Bedford's push.
Yep, we're in reaction mode.
Yep.
Not out of control though.
No,
I mean,
it doesn't look like it's overwhelming yet.
No,
and they're able to keep pace with it.
Yeah. So this Bedford, you know, Bedford winning a lot of these initial balls. Good job by Cheyenne to get that ball up, and Elle's going to be able to turn and pivot this. He's going to look for support, and that's a nice outlet pass up to Autumn, who tries to keep it going forward here. And again, Bedford does a really good job. Good step by Cheyenne, but she's going to have to get back in position. Bedford does a great job finding feet. And that first touch, how often do we talk about it?
It's crucial.
So important.
Yes.
There's a punch up to Autumn. Autumn scoops it over to Ari on the side, and now we might have something here, Joe. So Bedford's going to kick that out, and, you know, about 5 minutes in the game, we get to turn our head in the other direction here.
Let's see what this side of the field looks like.
So Goffstown will maintain possession for the moment. They've their second consecutive throw-in. And that's going to go into the attacking third, but kind of get bounced around. And Adams has a chance. She's going to take a long shot in, but the goalie's going to scoop that up on a slow bounce. No, not much chance of a rebound there, but the goalie's setting the ball on the turf. She's going to kick it right toward the center circle, and there's no Bedford player there. Adri brings it down. And we're going to, I think, lose possession here. Yep, so here comes Bedford. They come up in a wave. And, oh, good step by Bridget, but now she's out of position, so she's going to have to, yeah, and that's going to be a shot from afar. So good job recovering, and Brooke was there to block the lane, so they elected to take the long, hopeful shot. Boy, did we see a lot of those last game.
Certainly did.
From Concord, my goodness. So
I don't think we're going to be seeing that volume of long shots today.
So here comes Bedford just resetting. There's a ball. McKenna's looking to get a head on it. She does,
touch.
and that's going to go in between the
touch
defenders for
on
the
it,
moment.
and
good job to come back for it. She's trying to find the angle. Good effort.
Still battling.
Yeah, good effort. Now Adri has it. Going to get that forward to Elle. Elle's going to send that wide, and it's going to go out of bounds before Kat could get a foot or possess it. So the throw in is right down the sideline. Elle's going to send that right back to Bedford's back line, who's going to send it far forward. And that ball's going to get booted over, but it's going to go wide. And, oh, a little stumble there, but no foul. And here comes Bedford. They're going to look to cross this in, and here comes the cross. Oh,
just
and it missed the target. Yeah, number 15 coming in to put a foot on that.
Cheyenne with the throw in. Gets at the Cat.
Cat trying to send that back to Cheyenne, and Cat's going to have an opportunity here to – she's going to send this back. They can play a little keep away here. She's going to stay composed. That ball's getting sent in. It's going to get blocked. Good job by Brooke or Bridget rather. I saw number 4. Brooke used to be number 4 years ago. The old dad memory came to mind. So Shannon's got a kick here. I think she's saying, who's open? Going to send that forward, and ooh, that almost looked like a handball, but no call. So there's a little give and go, but we didn't quite make the connection. So the opportunity's there to dribble out of pressure. Oh, and there's a ball into the middle of the box. That's going to go in, and Brooke does a good job kicking it out. We're going to try to headed out. We can't get it just barely outside the penalty area. And now, good step by McKenna to disrupt that. And Brooks going to tackle that away. Good job. She's going to send that upfield, and Elle's going to be able to get a foot on it. Oh, and Elle gets dispossessed there, but fouled in the process. So Goffstown will have its first free kick of the game here. That's one foul for each team so far in the first 8.5 to 9 minutes of play. We're at about the 31-minute mark, 32-minute mark. So Bridget's going to send that right down the center of the field. Elle's looking to turn this, get some possession. And Goffstown stringing together a few passes here, Joe, and then that ball's going to get booted out. It's going to go down the sideline. Brooks going to bring this down. Going to get that back over. So we're just going to play a little keep away. Nice pass over to Adri. Adri's going to find Autumn. They're going to try to do a little switch there. So again, when Goffstown's on the ball here, they're making some passes.
Yeah, they're able to connect quite a bit and be able to develop. But it's more than just the one or two. Yeah. They're stringing together a number of passes.
Yeah, and there's another knockdown, Joe. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but Bedford's they're quick to jump in and clog the lanes. They know where to be. But if Goffstown can stick with these connections, they're going to be able to develop something.
Ball getting batted around. Ari looking to win that. I think she does come away with it. And the ball's going to get booted up in the air from the collision of 2 feet, and it will be off the Bedford player's foot last. Goffstown with a throw-in. So we'll try that again. Adri looking to bring that down. And here comes Bedford. They're looking to reset. And, of course,
quick switch in the field.
Just a give and go here. Yep, a give and go. Get some speed. That's going to go across.
Great cross.
Yeah. And Bridget's going to try to burn that on the ground out, but Bedford's there. So here we are clogging the lanes, as you say, Joe. We've done a pretty good job of that so far. We've been pretty good about anticipating what Bedford wants to do. Of course, the execution of Bedford is, again, top-notch here in D1. So good job there. We're trying to just pass out of this pressure here. There's a touch, and that almost got through, but it didn't, and now we get a little bit of a challenge here. So at least we're sending it wide, but here comes the ball. Shannon's going to try to punch that out, and we're going to be able to flick that away. Adri with her left foot. Kind of reset here, but Bedford staying in and dribbling into the box here. Collision of players. Ari and Autumn collided there. Luckily, they both bounced back up. So Bedford putting on some pressure here, Joe.
They certainly are.
Oh, big, long throw. Brooks able to head that down to Autumn. Autumn finds Ari on the sideline. So here we go. A couple of quick connections, but it's disrupted by the Bulldogs, and they have another shot. Shannon tracking that all the way. Scoops it up out of the air. High punt, just past center midfield. So Elle's been thwarted so far. She's been almost double teamed, I'd say, when she gets that ball in the middle. So not able to connect in the center there. Oh, good way to get away. Oh, we got to get that ball first. Now, we're just not getting to the ball on some of these 50-50s on the ground here.
I just keep thinking that what I'm seeing is that the decision making is just a tad bit faster on the Bedford side.
Yeah, the little bit of hesitation. So here McKenna able to turn this and kind of dump it in, and The outside back's going to send that out quickly.
Just that extra split second is causing quite the disruption.
McKenna's going to head that back, but out. So Bedford will get a throw in here, right about midfield, on the far side. I think we'll try this again a little bit further down the field in Goffstown's direction. So Bedford electing to boom this into the zone. Brooks going to watch that roll across the back line. We haven't seen a whole lot of that yet. They've done a pretty good job building up for most of their opportunities. Shannon's going to send this to her right. Bedford gets first touch. Bedford comes down with it, and boy, they just got a lot of trailing. Oh, that ball was a strike, and it hit the crossbar. And we are trying to clear this out.
Still in, still active.
Yep, oh, good step there. I think Adri just got a foot on it. Ari coming back and challenging this, trying to slow up the play here. And Autumn's going to send that out wide. I think she was hoping McKenna would be on the end of that. Good defensive stand there with some help from the crossbar.
That shot came down a little faster than I thought. It looked like it was going to go up and over, and then it started pitching its way down.
Yeah, it took a unlucky bounce, but good defense here. They're trying to swing it wide, and that's going to get kicked out of the out of bounds past the back line. So we've got our first subs of the game coming in. They'll be for the Grizzlies. Looks like Rose and Grace coming in for Autumn and McKenna. Joe, I know you usually do subs, but they just happen to run in literally right in front of you. Normally,
you got it.
Normally, you're much better at keeping track of that sort of thing. There's a short kick. Bridget's going to try to boom that out. And bouncing ball. Adri's trying to come down with it. And Brooks going to send that forward, but again, Bedford's coming down with it. Yeah, you know, it's step two, right? You hear coaches say that a lot, and I think that's doubly important in a game like this, against a team like this. So Bedford really dominating possession, no doubt about it. Certainly generating chances. And that's going to be a corner kick. Brooks stopping the cross, but having to send it up the back line. So this will be the first corner kick for either team. And it should be from the far side, from the scoreboard side of the field here.
Yep.
Can say with confidence the northwestern part of the field because we are looking almost directly into the setting sun here. Arm is raised. Kick is across. Oh
man.
And that was a dangerous serve. Not sure what happened. It's Goffstown ball, so Bedford must have got the touch on it.
Number 8 just got a cleat on it and wasn't able to direct it in and went up and over.
Bridget with a long kick. It's going to find a Bedford head first. Elle's going to come down with it. She's going to send this back so we can reset. And oh, the give and go. Good job by Elle to not get that tackled away from her. Kat's going to send that across, but I think it's going to be ahead of where we're set up. So Adrian's going to swing this wide.
Again, here's Goffstown patching together quite a few passes here, and they're able to handle it. But they're not able to make a lot of ground on all those passes, though. So I think that's what they're struggling with right now. It's taking them 4 or 5 passes to get to midfield.
Yep. Oh, and there's a collision. Kat getting up a little slowly, holding her back. And here comes a shot from afar. Shannon comes out and collects that off one bounce. So we were blanketing the Bedford players in the box. So Ari trying to get that final touch on it. Not quite. Grace comes down with it. Get a bounce back. That's going to go out of bounds here. So Goffstown able to collect their breath for a moment. We're at almost a 21-minute mark. So almost halfway through the first half. And here we go. We get some.
Elle's got some time
Yeah,
here.
Elle's got some space here. She's going to find Ari, try to get it back to Elle, but we've got to be crisper on those give-and-go exchanges.
Yes.
We don't need to fool Bedford. We just need to execute extremely well against this team. So here comes Bedford, and we get for some reason we look outnumbered here in the midfield.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Dangerous. Oh, and a great job. Wow.
By Shannon to get a hand on that
yes,
and slow it down.
Brooke streaked over. The player got the shot off, but not a lot on it. Shannon, I think, got her fingertips on it to slow it down and to deflect it just enough to keep it from crossing that back line, and then was able to recover and make the save. So there we go, Joe. There's an outlet pass right to
Shannon
Grace.
is just able to get her fingertips just on it.
Oh, what a wonderful
so
save.
She can then dive and slow down.
Yep.
You got it to slow down so she can dive and grab that.
Great job by Shannon, but again, Bedford knocking on the door, really doing everything but scoring at this point. They've hit the crossbar and were denied only because of an incredible save by Shannon. So there's a good stuff by Elle. And now Ari's looking for someone. She's going to try to find that seam and not quite able to get there. But here we go. Ari's going to come up. So we're going to have a shot here, I think. Oh, good dump in.
Let's see if we can get a shot on this.
Oh, and there it is.
And it's
a goal.
Wow.
Great job. Great
incredible?
Teamwork. And that's all it took was a quick counter by Goffstown. And that is a sight that you do not see very often. That is only the second goal
that's put in by Rose.
that Bedford has conceded this entire season in 7 games. So
Rose got a great jump on that pass.
Yep.
So she wasn't offsides and able to hustle in there. Rose was able to put that in.
Yeah, Rose is able to put that in, and that's what we were talking about before, Joe, execution, and that was very well executed.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. That we can't try to fool Bedford because that's just not going to work. But you just got to keep threading those passes together and try to make something happen because they're able to do that. They're able to thread some of these passes together.
Yep.
But they got to make more forward progress, which is what they did on that run.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably 3 or 4 solid passes to get their way up there instead of 3 or 4 just to get the midfield.
Right.
Right? So they're able to get some ground and be able to then get their defense on there. Got Bedford's defense on their heels.
So here comes a free kick. Elle was fouled here. Bridget's going to send that right toward the penalty area, and it's going to get punched out, but Ari's going to be able to keep that down. Kind of a bouncing ball here. And Goffstown looking to keep possession. So that ball, good job by Brooke to get a step there. Boy, Bedford's pressuring Joe at every turn of the game here.
Yeah, they might be in unfamiliar territory, being down a goal.
Well,
not promising that this is going to
hold
be the remainder of the game, but
and here we go. Well, obviously scoring a goal against a quality opponent at home is going to put an extra step. Oh, and there's a through ball, and Ayla's going to get there, but the Bedford defender is going to be able to kick that out. So what I'm thinking
that went
is,
off Ayla, so it's still.
oh, it did go
ball,
off of Ayla. Yeah, Ayla was fast enough to get there. Good job by Bridget to send that forward, kind of pinch us in. So Goffstown doing a nice job here, making the easy pass. You know, I'm sure they've got an extra kick in their step at the moment from the goal, but Joe, you're right. It's something you said a moment ago. This is going to supercharge Bedford as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
they do not like to get scored on. Not used to it. A lot of pride in that team.
This game just picked up a notch in speed. You can see it and you can feel it. From both sides, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're just about at the 17-minute mark here. And, a lot of space here. And there's going to be a shot in. Shannon's going to track that off the bounce and calmly pull that into her midsection and send that flying right toward the center circle. Bedford, good job winning it. And here we go. Stop me if you've seen this play before, but there's a bounce there. Cheyenne trying to. Oh, and Brooke got a piece of that deflected, and oh no. That could have been a disaster. Shannon not able to pick it off the turf cleanly, and Bedford, again, never giving up. Constant pressure.
That's, Shannon's had a great season so far, and you don't see that very often.
No.
Shannon, she does a great job really absorbing that ball and making sure it doesn't get away. So good thing that Bedford didn't capitalize on a rare mistake that Shannon would have here.
Yeah, and in Shannon's defense, that ball, it was deflected off of Brooke, so it might have had a little bit of English on it too. And that, I think, is going to be a handball. We don't get that call very often for either team. So here we go. Bedford flooding in. They're going to keep 2 behind the ball and 1 outside the penalty area, and everyone else will be inside. A lot of white jersey in that penalty area right now. And there's a serve, and that's a great serve.
It is, certainly.
And that's going to go all the way to Shannon on 1 bounce, untouched. So she's going to roll this out to Elle. Elle's got a lot of space. I mean, they're closing quickly. And, again, good idea, good execution. We just or just not enough execution on that to connect that pass. Good job by Rose to try to keep it in front of her.
Not enough time on your to be able to pass to someone and have them hesitate to receive it. They have to be receiving it on a strong run.
So.
Yeah.
So, again, here we go. Bedford sees these passes coming. We just need to execute them, and we are so far. Oh, and Bedford player went down on the ground for that ball. Didn't get it, though. Ari coming back, tracking back here. So Bedford looking to possess, swing it, find a seam.
Good step by Adri.
Weak spot, and here we go. Oh, just couldn't connect, though. And that ball's going to go all the way in. So, that's probably not what Bedford would like to do, is just send it in like that.
No, I don't think that's part of their game plan. It just happened very infrequently.
So here's where Goffstown has had their challenges, as you mentioned, Joe, getting it through the middle here cleanly.
Back out, turn, then you got some space behind. Nope.
So we just play keep away here, but there we go. Again, one mistake. And this is a turn. They're going to have numbers here. Bridge is going to try to slow her down. And Brooke with a nice tip. Yep.
See if she can keep it.
Same thing. And there's a clean tackle, but it's going to slow the attack down for the moment, and that ball's going to get straight. So we're going to have to see that, I think, some more today, Joe. Some good defense.
Yes. I believe this is the first sub here for Bedford. I don't think I've seen them trade up any players yet. I must admit, though, Ayla snuck on the field. Did she get in after the goal or before?
She came in for Kat, I believe. Kat took that spill, and
she was holding her back for quite a while.
Yeah, so she came in.
Was Ayla in on the play
I don't know if she was in on the goal. I'd have to.
Must have happened after the goal.
Good thing we have film. We can look back on it. So there's a danger. Oh, no, and here's it. Oh, good block.
Stop by Brooke.
Boy, that was dangerous. Oh, and that ball's getting sent right in. Adria with a good header to send it out. Goffstown's a little bit on their heels right now. Good tackle. That's going to go out of bounds, though. Bedford possession.
There's been a lot of activity with the ball moving kind of slowly in front of our net quite a bit during this first half.
Oh, L trying to get it out, but it's going to get sent right to the defender. Oh, and that ball went wide.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? The ball just kind of slowly trickling in the 18, right in front of the goal.
Yep.
So we've seen that a lot, but we haven't seen Bedford being able to capitalize on that, and hopefully not a commentator's curse, as you've mentioned, all the time is. But
boy, here comes Bedford again. So now we've got to move this ball forward here. And we do for about 15 yards. So we get to step up on some of these lanes. Good job by Ayla to try to get there. And Brooke just taps that forward nicely to Grace.
This is the slow hesitation a little bit that's just eating us alive if we keep doing that.
Yep. Pace of play here. We've got to keep our pace high and our composure in check. So do we have a sub ready to come in? I think Alyssa is coming in.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
for L.
the ref was going to give her the okay or not, but she just got it. Dangerous kick by Cheyenne there.
Yeah. Dangerous play would be the call. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, and that pass does not find its mark. Looking for Alyssa, and here we go. Here we go. I was going to say, some games we come back very quickly on those, Joe, and today it seems like they're finding the soft spot. The ball's going to get chipped in, but Shannon tracking it the whole way.
Bedford consistently comes in with high numbers when they're going into the box. They have 4 or 5 white jerseys in there at a time, and so
it benefits them in a couple ways.
Yeah, defense has been able to shut the lanes.
Oh, there's a nice tackle there. Rose going to send that down. It's going to go out of bounds, but no, it was out of bounds before she struck it. Yeah, that benefits Bedford in a couple ways. They have the numbers to have options, and they have the numbers if we misplay it, or there's an errant bounce, or, as you say, crazy ball in the box. The odds are in their favor.
That extra touch right there.
Yep.
There's no time in this game for that.
And we know that, here against Bedford.
Got to switch.
We have almost no margin for error. Good pass. Good look by Brooke. See, again, we can calmly pass out of this pressure. But here's where we stall. There's a big touch. I was going to say, oh, no. Goffstown not able to capitalize on it. So Cheyenne getting in the way of that ball. It's going to be a throw-in. We're closing in on 8.5 minutes left in the first half here. And I'd say for about 19 of those minutes, Joe, we've been facing this direction. That ball's going to get sent across. And
we have, but the score doesn't say so.
I know. Well, it's you see that, right? You see that where it's keep your form, keep your shape, defensive posture, and kind of play the counter. I don't know that that's our game plan. We're trying to develop some run of play opportunities here, and there's one. again, out of bounds. So we've seen Bedford willing to do that, get that out of bounds and gather their form and their defensive third when needed, which admittedly has not been very often this game. Any of these balls bouncing in the air, Joe? Oh, good settle there and touch. Adrie's got options. Oh, see, I was just going to say, any ball that's not on the ground here that gets in the air. Oh, good flick by Alyssa. And Ayla looking to send this wide. And, she's not going to be able to find her. Oh, good job by Grace to stay in there, keep it locked in. As her sister does, too. And Rose actually.
Able to cross it.
And there's a takedown. But this is that crazy here. Ball, Joe. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Keep the pressure on, Goffstown.
Keep that ball in.
We do. And we're going to get a little bit of a cross.
Up on the top of the box.
We are doing everything we can to keep this ball forward. Ari's looking to turn this ball, and
it's going to
be a corner.
Yes, it certainly is.
So that is the most sustained pressure, if you will, we've had.
And anytime the ball came out like 10, 20 yards out of that congestion, it was all Goffstown there waiting for it.
Yeah. Bedford was willing to be, be in their shape there. Here comes a cross, and that's a good serve. Oh, trying to get a foot on it.
Alyssa was almost to get a head on it.
Yeah, or a head rather. Yep. And here we go. This is going to be a shot, but that's going to kind of float in, and the Bedford goalie able to scoop that right up off the turf on a short hop. Well, I think Goffstown's demonstrated they have the good tackle by Alyssa. And suddenly we're finding some space here, Joe. Grace looking for her sister. She does. Rose going to send that in with her left foot. And Bedford goes to the ground to keep that out, and that's going to be a goal kick. So, boy, anytime we can be in the opponent's penalty area inside that 18-yard box, that's where good things happen.
That's where good things happen for sure. And I think we're seeing that Goffstown's doing a great job being able to maintain it down there when they've gotten down there now, right? This past couple of drives here. Great timing right here at the end of the first half, seeing if they can change the score
good
again.
Block there. Oh, good job to keep this up. Again, and we're going to send this through, and we're going to have a shot. Oh, not able to get a foot on it. And here we go. We got one Bedford player able to take that. Good tackle.
Great poke.
Yeah, good tackle by Adrie. And Bedford's reacting a little bit more now, Joe, than they were in the first half. That ball's going to get sent out of bounds. Good flick forward by her head. Oh, and there's a little bit of a push there. Yeah, and that ball's going to sail wide, but it'll be a deep throw in. And from their defensive third for the Bulldogs.
So I'm trying to put it together in my head. So you have like Goffstown pushing in hard into the 18, right? And when it keeps coming out, there's 3 or 4 Goffstown ready to go at it and keep it back in, right? So that means that Bedford's midfield is really coming way back.
They are.
To trying to dig that out.
Yep.
Right? So if they can continue to keep it down and crush their midfield down into the box.
Bedford's got something going here, Joe. They're bringing numbers forward here. We haven't seen this for a few minutes. Good job by Cheyenne to get her foot in there and stop the progress for the moment. The throw in. So Goffstown's looking to send this down.
Oh, Ayla with a great
good tackle by Ayla.
She's still there with it.
So good job disrupting Bedford here. And again, we have an opportunity here. Oh, we can't pass through them. We got to find that easy pass, find feet, as they say.
Back settling into their defense. We haven't seen that. much at all in this game.
Right. So Bedford able to turn that in. Bridget reading that well. And it's going to have to kick that out of bounds. The throw in from Bedford, they're going to be able to turn around and send this in. And there's a shot from afar. It's going to go across, and Shannon's going to watch that roll out of bounds.
Shannon having a great game today. He's doing a great job.
Yep, it's one of those games where
she
has she's not been able to let her mind wander or daydream. Bridget's going to kick it out here. It's going to get sent way far forward here. I think it's going to roll out of bounds. Going to send that forward. We got to come forward and get that. Bedford looking to come away with a win here. They do, but again, their shots are well outside the 6-yard box and usually around the edge of the 18 here.
So under the 2-minute mark now.
Yeah.
A half.
So we're going to send that forward. It's going to take a bounce. I think Bedford rather is going to get the first bounce. Oh, and there's a touch by Bedford, and here we go. We get numbers. Bridget's going to do her best to keep her contained, and good job by riding her wide and forcing an off kind of kilter, lower speed shot anyway, lower percentage shot. Ari bringing this down. Again, Bedford right there. That ball's going to roll forward. Looks like it's angling out of bounds before Rose can get to it. Oh, Rose poked it forward. It's going to stay in. Can we lock it in?
Rose
Good job by Rose.
Keeping it in.
So, Joe, we've seen their back line does not clear it super cleanly. Good win there as soon as I say that by the back line. So Goffstown looking to try to get a shot developing here. I think we're on the ref's watch. I think we're at about the 1-minute mark or less. Good deep throw in. It's going to get sent. Nope, not out of bounds. Staying in. So here comes Bedford. Oh, no. Good step by Adri. Yep. Oh, and Adri kind of gets that tackled away cleanly. And Brooks going to play this back to Shannon. Shannon's going to send that forward. Alyssa's bringing this down, so Goffstown does a good job there. Oh, no, that ball almost stolen, but good idea. Again, it's just that execution, Joe. We're just off by a hair there.
Just off by just a tiny bit.
Yeah, and there is the whistle for the end of the first half. So, as expected, as advertised, a very skilled Bedford team here. But Goffstown is winning in the stat that matters at the moment by a score of 1-0. And that will conclude the first half.
The Goffstown Adult Education Program, also known as GAP, offers in-person and online courses to any student 16 years or older who is seeking credit recovery, an alternative diploma, or a high school equivalency certificate. Additionally, students can receive elective life credits for work, home, volunteer, and alternative educational experiences. The program offers a wide range of courses, including algebra, biology, health and gym, English, U.S. history, and welding, where students are given the opportunity to engage in hands-on learning with our knowledgeable teachers. In-person courses are offered every fall and spring semester, while online courses are available year-round. Tuition is $75 per half credit. Payment plans and scholarships are available for students who demonstrate financial need. The registration process is quick and easy and can be done using the link that's always posted on the GAP page of the high school website. This link will take students to an online registration form which lists what classes are currently available to sign up for. Once completed, the registration is processed and the student will receive an email containing their student contract as well as details of how and where to make any payments that are due. We at the GHS Adult Education Program are eager to assist you in your educational journey, and we're looking forward to being able to help you with our enriching courses. If you have any questions or concerns regarding the program, please feel free to contact us through the high school website or call us at 603-660-5302. We are also available to reach through text at 603-487-7047. We look forward to hearing from you and to being a part of furthering your education.
Did you know that over 1 million Earths can fit inside the sun?
I'm Cheyenne. I play outside back, and you're watching Grizzly Soccer.
The Goffstown Shuttle is a comfortable and easy way for Goffstown residents to secure transportation for a variety of needs, and it's completely free. The Manchester Transit Authority is pleased to partner with the town of Goffstown to provide curb-to-curb transportation to the residents of Goffstown. We strive to bring an enjoyable riding experience that helps those in need of transportation. All Goffstown residents are welcome to utilize the Goffstown Shuttle, completely free of charge. Everything from getting groceries to needing a ride to medical appointments, Goffstown Shuttle has you covered. All buses are ADA accessible and people of all ages are welcome. Priority will be given to those over the age of 62 as well as those going to medical appointments. You are welcome to bring someone along for the ride if you would like to have a family member or friend with you. Passenger destinations are permitted within Goffstown and for medical appointments in Goffstown, Manchester, and Bedford. You can also gain access to any destination on the MTA system by connecting to Route 6 at the Shaw's Plaza. The MTA and Goffstown are looking forward to meeting your transportation needs. Give us a call now to schedule your first ride.
Happy birthday, woo-hoo. Happy birthday, woo-hoo. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, woo-hoo.
I heard today was your birthday, so let me say happy birthday. Oh, happy, happy, happy birthday.
are about to start the second half of the Goffstown girls varsity soccer game against the Bulldogs of Bedford. So currently the score is 1-0 in favor of Goffstown. And the Bedford Bulldogs come in as advertised, Joe. They are the defending champs for a reason. They are technically very strong. They execute well. And they all seem to know what they're doing ahead of time. They have a plan. They're smart players. And Goffstown's been able to disrupt them just enough and have just enough counters to make something happen.
I expect something fast and furious here once Bedford gets the ball.
Yep, I think we'll see a little bit of what we saw in the start of the first half. Bedford coming out, with their hair on fire, just chasing balls down, winning balls. So Goffstown can certainly match your intensity. See if they can do that here, and right away Bedford's trying to move that forward, and there's a foul. Good positioning by Adri. So again, we don't have to, press too much. We don't have to get too nervous. Just have to play the Grizzly game.
Execute, like you said earlier, right?
Yep.
Just all about execution this year is just to make the plays happen.
Yeah, you're not going to really fool this team too much. If at all, you just got to execute. And I think it's going to come down to who can make one or two more plays more than the other team. Oh, and there's a miscue, and we're going to try to capitalize on this. And Ayla, good job getting that. But Bedford are, recovering very well as they do. Adri trying to send that forward. But Bedford has had the dead center of the midfield locked down. And here they come. They're going to get sent wide, but Bedford's going to keep possession for the moment and carry it forward. There's a shot from afar. It's going to go, I think, wide, certainly high. Again, like we said, we prefer no shots on goal or on net, but if we are going to have some, those are the types we would prefer.
So Goffstown's doing a great job right now of any hesitation from Bedford. They're able to jump in and clog the lanes or get a touch on the ball to be able to disturb the play.
Yeah. Oh, and there we go. There's an example of Bedford never giving up on the ball, and we just have to be very quick. And speaking of quick, there's Ayla disrupting the play, coming way back. And this is going to be a Goffstown throw, so we're going to try to get this downfield here, I think. And Bedford does a great job of getting that ball down. And like you said, Joe, they've got one thing on mind, and that's to get the equalizer now. And here comes a off-balance shot that's going to go past the back line. So again, we're seeing Bedford's taking some shots, but I think settling. Clearly not the quality of shot that they would want if they had a choice. So kudos to Goffstown for keeping them a little bit off balance in our defensive third. Oh, and that ball's going to go straight down the middle and find a white jersey. And Bridget's able to get that, but it's going to go kind of sky high here and not get cleared, and the backspin's going to keep it going. Oh, trying to find feet, but and there's a turn, and here comes a shot, Joe. It's going. Oh, good job by Bridget to block that, and that's going to go off of a Bedford player, I think. No, went off a Goffstown defender. Yeah, I didn't see who that bounced off of.
Yeah, it looked like it bounced off Bridget's back.
So we've seen a corner kick before, or two maybe. Very dangerous sends into the box each time, so don't expect much different here. Bedford players are going to line up. And send that in. It's going to be lower. They're going to try to just bump that in, but
Shannon
did a
able to
good
just,
job. She kind of stuck that on the.
just hit the
stuck-
pause button
stuck
on
it
the ball, and
the
it just stayed right there.
Yeah. She put a pin in it, and it stuck to the turf, and she picked it up. So good job by Shannon. Yeah, that was a different send than we saw before. Oh, and that ball gets over Bridget. She's going to come back. Yep, she's going to be able to get a foot on it. And Bridget trying to will that up the line, but it's going to go out of bounds. And here comes Bedford swinging it. And good job coming over to tackle it. But again, Bedford's there to scoop it up and keep it pressed in here. They're keeping us locked in pretty good. That throw's going to go into zone. We got to do something with it here. Again, that ball is staying locked in here. I'm going to try this all over again, Joe. Looks identical to the play before. They threw it into space a moment ago. This time she's going to throw it back, try to reset here. Going to come right back to her. Left her as an option, and now they're swinging it wide, and there's a shot. Good block here. Now we're going to try to send this forward. Boy, Bedford right there clogging those lanes, as you mentioned, Joe.
Great turn from number 10 on Bedford to be able to stop that ball.
Yeah, it looks like the field is a little narrow right now. Oh, and there's a blistering shot in. That was a good take. Again, a little off angle, but that had the back of the net written all over it. Shannon able to bat it down.
A lot of power on that, and Shannon deflected it right to her feet, bounced right up to her hands.
Yeah, great.
Textbook.
Stopper, yep. All right. Well, Shannon's proved she could do that. Hopefully she doesn't have to prove she can do it anymore this game. So here we go, trying to get it forward. Again, it's that pass through the middle. We've been okay on the defensive end, okay when we've had a couple of opportunities, but getting it through. Oh, and there's a turn. Oh, and there's a collision of bodies. That's going to get cleared out. Mercifully for Goffstown. It's been under duress.
Looks a lot like the first half. Kind of just how
it's like the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
So it's it's just been a lot of pressure from Bedford.
Yeah. The only difference we're looking at we're looking the other way this time.
Yes. Not the tilted field like sometimes it happens.
Good touch there by Ayla. Ayla trying to find that seam
come
through, and that ball might get through. No, good job by the defender. But where are we? We've got to come up on this ball, Joe, and switch the momentum here. Adri's going to find someone, but good communication there. Yep. Brooke called Grace onto that. Ari's going to be able to flip that over.
Push through. She's got two players to battle against, though.
Good luck here, switching the field, but we've got to get to it. And, we just couldn't get to it. And there's a ball that's going to go down the line. Now, where's the numbers, Joe? We got to get some numbers here.
Certainly do.
It's like we forget that.
We need to keep up with it and keep the pressure on it because we know good things can happen.
We've been locked in for so long. Here we go. Nice step here. Oh, good clog there. Ari swinging it wide. Yep.
She's got Rose. She's going to keep that in. And she's able to.
Good job by
See
Rose.
if she can cross it up and into the box.
Oh, good strike with her left foot. That's going to come out, but Goslin's going to try to recollect it here. Hell looking to go wide. And almost, Goffstown. Oh, they're sliding early and often here, the Bedford team is, Joe, to get those balls, and that's going to be a Goffstown throw, so a little bit of momentum here. I tell you, my heart rate would go down quite a bit if we had a second goal right about now. Good job by Bridget to send that and switch it wide. Brooke's going to get that into that, over that area, and this is where we've had some luck before, getting it, past that clog of midfield white jerseys. Oh, and that ball's going to go through. Bedford elected to kick that long
So
here.
Here we are, Tom, again.
Yeah.
Once we get through the midfield positioning,
Oh, that's going to
able
be
to keep it
a
hold.
foul, I think, on Adri.
Yeah, it looks like it would be.
A little bump there. Yeah. So here we go, looking in the looking to our left once again. Line drive, we get the first touch on it. And, Ari almost taken down. Ari was taken down from that collision. No call, though. No good deed goes unpunished. She kept her feet, and I think if she had gone down, there would have been a call there. In the meantime, we're trying to clear it out here. Again, Bedford just doing a good job controlling the middle. It's like chess, you know. You want to control the middle of the board or the middle of the pitch here. Oh, a little Miradon action. Oh my gosh, and she's got a hold of L.
Yeah, for sure.
So
2 arms holding.
Here we go.
Right in the top of her shoulder.
This is far away, Joe, but not so far that this can't be a innocent crazy ball in the box here. So Bridget is lining up. She's going to come at this with her right foot, and that's going to go wide, unfortunately. But good bid. We have a sub here for Bedford. Their captain's coming back into the game. And we haven't seen a lot of these either, Joe. So there's a short goal kick, so we should be pressuring that. Oh, we've got to send that right back in.
Ooh.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. I think we had an opportunity there.
Yeah,
and,
we had 2 players right there and kind of a free ball. But
well, we said it, you know.
Yeah.
Bedford is a team you almost have to play perfect against. Good touch by Bridget. She's able to send that forward. She's going to have to get back into position here. And, oh, she went. That was an interesting attempt to move that ball forward. She slid forward to get it forward. So here we go. We're swinging it wide. We could play keep away here. We've got some space. That ball's going to bounce off of the Bedford player. So we've shown the ability to make the simple passes, like we say. And that is going to be a call against L.
both teams clogging each other right up right in the middle of the field here. It's been in here for some time.
There's a send forward. Yep. Bedford's going to get the first touch on it, and that's going to stay in bounds, I think, Joe. Bridget's going to try to turn this upfield. Oh, and she's going to get clogged up, and that's going to result in a shot. And that's going to go across and deflect in, but she was offsides. So good job by the back line to be disciplined in that situation. So that's the first offsides of the game. All right, so Goffstown sending this out after the offsides call, so no goal.
Touch
there, yeah, to save it. Yep,
oh,
and that's going to get out of bounds, so we're going to have a Goffstown throw in.
Long reach for that touch to be able to keep up with it.
Well, it's better to be good and lucky than just good, and I don't want to say we were lucky on that. I think that was discipline, you know, to keep the offsides, but again, this is a game of inches. I don't know what sport analogy that is. Football probably, but
yeah,
right now it's a game of inches because Bedford has they're offsides by probably inches. Oh, no one there to step up on that. A big touch, but Ayla, good job to come back. Use her speed there. Good tackle by Cheyenne. And Ayla's looking for options. She's going to find Ari.
She's got L's going.
Yeah. Oh, and that connecting pass there, Joe. But good job playing through it. And there we go. We've got an
Gotta be able to
opportunity
keep that
here.
in.
Yep. And Bedford's going to kick that out of bounds. There's a throw in. Bedford's going to look to clear this. So here we go. We could play keep away. Oh, and Adria got knocked down there, but she's able to get it forward. And there's a through ball, but no one there. So again, we're seeing Bedford content to not possess
I'm
out
kind
of
of
the
surprised
back.
at that. I thought that they would try to
Build from the back.
build from the back, bring that ball over into the corner and then work it a little bit.
That ball bounces a couple of times over the back line, so it'll be a Bedford goal kick.
The sun tucked down below the trees there, and it was tough looking over here today.
Yeah, it was. I agree. Just like summertime, setting very quickly here. There's a poke forward. Elle's looking to turn this. Looking to find a lane with her left foot, fire that in. Grace does a good job trying to get that down. Oh, and that ball's going to get squirted toward the middle here. And we're going to do our best to come back and slow this down. So
Bedford really quick to recover.
And
with those
Goffstown doing a
numbers.
good job holding their line again, Joe. I can see that. And that ball's going to get sent in, and Shannon's going to say, I'll take that. Thank you. Shannon's going to punt that almost to the 50-yard. It's going to take a bounce. Elle's going to come down with it. A little bit of a contested pass there, like you were saying, Joe. Sometimes getting it through the middle here has not been easy. Oh, good switch there.
Send your sister into the corner there.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Bedford was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Again, we're not going to fool them. They made the play that time, but great idea. Good tackle by Rose. Yep. And Grace looking to keep that moving forward, and she does for the moment. And that ball's going to go right to the middle. Good step there and poke. And again, like you were saying, Joe, this middle, it's the crazy ball's been in the midfield this game. Oh, and that ball was misfire, yep. And so they're going to kick that out. Again, they're not looking to possess from the back
They are
if
not.
they're under any kind of duress.
They are not.
So a lot of space here. We've got to be in position for our back line, and we got to come back and recover. Here comes Bedford sending that deep, and that should go across the back line, and it will. So we've got a sub for the Bedford Bulldogs and 2 subs for the Grizzlies.
2 subs for the Grizzlies. Quickly off the bench here. We got Ella and Ayla coming off.
Yep.
Kind of an Autumn coming in.
That ball getting sent down on the ground is going to get sent right back to on the ground. Oh, and there's a step there, and we might be in trouble here. Bedford, good job by Grace to come back and help out. And Shannon is right on that bouncing ball again. Well, she's been very steady-handed this game, and have we needed it. There's a ball getting sent in. See, now we're starting to kick a little bit more, Joe, and I think we've got to maintain our composure and our control. Oh, McKenna might be,
can touch and go through.
Oh, and there's a through ball. So no, we've got all defenders running with their back.
Yeah, it's
Facing the wrong way, but not long lived, because here the ball comes right back.
Need a heavier push with this right here.
Yep.
When Bedford's got this
Yep.
opportunity here,
Good job
they're
by
flooding
Goffstown
six
here. Yep.
players in one shot.
So now they are they're just holding their shape. And good shield there by Grace. And that ball, here's comes some crazy ball. McKenna trying to keep it in the penalty area. Bedford trying to get it out. It's going to come out a bit. Who's going to get to it first? Rose is going to get to it. She's going to bring that down nicely. And Bedford just looking to send that out. Oh, and Adria, a little misfire, but she's able to get a touch on it. Oop, big touch there by Brooke, yep. And she's going to recover though, yep. And we're going to be able to swing this wide.
See, there's the instant numbers right there from Bedford. Is
Yep,
2, 4,
they are
5
on it.
right away.
They're on it.
Right away on a push.
And if we had the same level of anticipation, there's been a few balls that Bedford's left out there for us, either with a heavy touch or a little bit. Oh, nice turn by McKenna. Nice steal. She's getting grabbed.
Like here.
She's getting grabbed here. I think he's playing some kind of advantage, but that is almost a yellow card. This is, holding a player back is making a run. So here comes Bridget again. This looks similar to the free kick, a little further back.
3 behind the ball.
Ball's going to go in. It's going to go a little wide. Oh, and the goalie does a good job scooping it up off the Goffstown logo. One bounce. He's going to roll this out quickly. And there we go. Good step. We anticipated nicely, so I don't think they're doing anything we're not anticipating, Joe, or, leaving us scratching our heads. It's just a matter of execution. And
both teams play the same style game, right? So they're playing the same style game against each other, and Bedford's executing just a little bit crisper than Goffstown. But since they both play the same game, Goffstown's able to keep up and be able to understand what's going on, and be able to play it and defend it.
All right. Here we go, another throw-in. Boy, we've seen a lot of these today. And we're going to get called for a foul there. I didn't see it, Joe. I was adjusting my headset. So it's fighting off a yellow jacket that flew in the open window here.
It's kind of a dangerous spot because it's like a corner with a great look at the net.
It sure is. Thankfully,
this is even closer than I thought it was going to be, so yeah.
This is about, 5 yards outside the penalty area?
Yeah.
So let's see. They're going to shoot that in. It's going to be lofted wide. And over the top of the net there, landing on top, actually. So there's a case in point. Execution on that one play could have ended a lot more favorably for Bedford.
Yeah. Goffstown's not leaving much out there to play.
Oh, good send back in by Bedford. We're going to try to keep this out. Not going to have a lot of luck, but Bridget's going to be able to send that forward. But again, we're right on it. Good job. Good job calmly getting this out again. And you notice, Joe, when we're starting our counter, the Bedford players, almost to a player. Oh, handball. They are running directly toward their goal. They've got their backs to our goal. They are quickly getting into their shape.
They certainly are, yes.
But I think we have that as a possible advantage. Good job by Mia to take one for the team there. We've got some Bedford substitutes.
2 in, 2 off. 2, 4, 6.
Good job by Grace to get that in. Bedford looking to reset. I think we're going to see a shot here, Joe. We are. Again, boy, we've seen it a couple times.
Shot and wide.
They're getting impatient.
They are, because they're shooting from the 20, 25 yard on the football field. And
A lot of game left. We got almost 16 minutes left in the game here. There's a rocket to Ari's foot. It's going to get bounced around here. Bedford trying to bring it into the attacking third. And, oh, there's a good through ball. And this is going to be a shot here. And Shannon's not going to be able to field it cleanly, so it will result in a corner. So there you go, just like that. Quick burst of pressure. And a corner kick for Bedford. The last corner kick, I don't think went the way they wanted. It kind of was a in-between ball. It didn't land near any players. So here we go. Here's a kick, and there's a ball, bouncing ball on the ground, and we're going to try to clear this away. Ari's just going to get a touch on it, so it's going the other way, but Bedford trying to pin it in, and they're going to end up knocking it out of bounds. So, wow. Fast play, but like I said, Joe, they are so disciplined getting back into their shape that as soon as we have that ball, they're all facing their net running back.
Yes, their anticipation and of what the next play is going to be is great.
And we've got to use that brief moment in time before they're set to keep them running toward their goal, not let them get set up. Up, on him dispossessed there. He's going to circle back. Again, Bedford just all over this. And Brooke and Shannon talking. Shannon says, I'll take that. And right to center. It's going to go over the first player. Oh, McKenna does a great job getting ahead on it. Good job by the Bedford center back to keep that moving the other way, though.
See if Mia can get a touch on that.
Mia does, but Bedford does to us what we've been doing to them.
And touching through.
Oh,
almost.
Just there.
Almost.
Yeah, one flick, and boy, she would have had a lot of daylight. Good turn by Grace here to keep it. And again, many of our, good step by Rose. So Goffstown battling well here, Joe. Not giving up. That ball is going to go out the sideline. No. Yeah, Cheyenne come up and bring
Keep
that
alive
forward,
and
and that's
going
going to send down. So Ari's going to track this down, and she does. Do we have any other maroon jerseys there,
We need
though?
more maroons in the box.
Yeah, and
this is what I was talking about earlier. We've
some
got 3 in the
fierce
box.
defending here. And
we should be a heavy 5 in the box.
Yeah, Ari didn't appreciate that tackle, and I think kind of staying down on her. So I think we had...
So we have Ayla coming in and Autumn coming off.
Okay. It's a throw in, and we're going to try this again. Bedford looking to send this down. Uh-oh. Bridget went to get it. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, good job by Adri to help cover from that defensive mid position. Oh, a little push there in the back. No call, though. Just a friendly pat saying good game. So that's going to be a Bedford ball. They're going to send that in quick. Okay, almost looked like an awkward throw there. There's a through ball. Bridget's on it as well. And Bridget does a good job keeping that in. And it's going to go out of bounds, but we had a Bedford player spilled on the play. Luckily, she got right back up. Uh-oh, looks like there's going to be a cross here. That ball's going across, and Bedford's going to get a foot on it first. Oh, no, and this is going to be a good look here. And that ball's going to ricochet off a couple of players, and it's going to go, I think, off the back line for a goal kick. But couple of the Bedford players, I think, collided there, Joe. I didn't get a good look at it. So So yet another goal kick by Bridget, and the clock is stopped.
Yeah, they called it for an
But I
injury
think
on the field, but nobody came off.
the clock needs to resume here, and it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked like a handball. We had one handball call today, and Ari does a good job getting that over to Rose.
Great settle by Rose.
Rose, good job, but that's going to get cleared out of bounds. Right into the area Mia was hanging in. A good throw in. And there's a handball, but it's going to go off the Bedford player regardless.
Great throw by Mia, but no one there.
Yep, agreed. And here we go. We got it. We're turning here. And that
this
ball,
is gonna be a dangerous one. If
good job by Bridget to save that opportunity.
Well done. Well done.
That was a well-timed, much-needed defensive play. But here we are. We're pinned in again, Joe. And Ari's trying to clear that out. Now, are we going to push up here? What's our game plan? McKenna says, my game plan is to win this ball and kick it wide to
Ayla's
Ayla.
got some space.
Ayla's got some space. She's going to send this forward.
One more touch and make it through.
Yep. Going to send this back, and the call is a white throw. And, boy, you think we have quick throws. Bedford is just as quick, Joe. Did you see how fast that came back into play?
They're running out of time, Tom.
Well, there's a lot of time left.
There's a lot of time left. But
good step there by Cheyenne.
It's been a long time since.
And here we go. Bedford's looking to set up again. That ball went out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Bedford looking to turn and serve this in. Myers going to send that back. Bedford's going to try this again here. We're a bit on our heels at the moment, Joe.
Yeah, it's going to be.
We're not frantic, but we are on our heels. Oh, and there's going to be a shot. It's going to bounce off of a Goffstown defender. Shannon thought it was Goffstown ball, but it's going to be a corner kick. And this could be very dangerous, no doubt about it.
So Bedford's had a few opportunities at this, and the last two seem like they came up a little bit short of the kick.
So here's that's a much better serve. Who's going to get a head on it? Oh,
Shannon
Bedford
right
did.
there.
But Shannon calmly scoops that off the header and into her steady, gloved hands. Good flick by McKenna to send that back. And looks like we are keeping a lot of players behind the ball at the moment, Joe.
We are.
Everyone not named McKenna was behind the ball there.
Like I said, there still is a lot of time to the game. Goffstown's going to do
and there was a little bit of a miscue there. Looked like a play back, and then that ball gets sent through. And Brooks going to poke that out of bounds, and it's a quick throw. Oh, that's an illegal throw. I don't think I've seen that. And there's a turn and a shot. Great job by Shannon. So Shannon's just been punting this out. She's going to punt that over toward the side a little bit. Ayla's looking to get position. Boy, right back on the attack are the Bedford Bulldogs.
Oh, Brooke did a great job staying on her feet after that.
She did, yep. And then that ball's going to come across.
That's a pass, Shannon.
Oh, and a great job by Shannon to smother that.
Couldn't see it at my angle for the last second there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we are at the 6:45 mark. And all I can say is buckle up and hang on. This looks like a wild finish, Joe. That ball's out of bounds. Goffstown ball. I know Goffstown likes to play fast. Bedford likes to play fast, but it would behoove
clock management
the Grizzlies to be a little mindful of their pace of play in certain situations anyway.
Yep.
And Bedford carving us up right down the middle, and we're making a nice step here. And that ball's going to roll out of bounds, so Bedford will not waste any time getting this ball back into play. Ari looking to just send that forward, but again, that back line of Bedford, good job keeping everything in front of them. Oh, there's a little bump. But it's a Goffstown Grizzly throw in. Ari looking to get a foot on that, but like you were saying earlier, Joe, any hesitation, any pause, any hesitation, and nice little touch there by Grace. He's looking for the through. Oh, and there's a mistake. We've got to capitalize on this. Can we get a foot on it? We can. We're going to send it forward. McKenna's going to send this wide. We've got a little bit of opportunity here. Grace is going to get that by the defender, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
Red ball.
Yep, red ball. I think Bedford was trying to signal that it was their throw-in, but the ref didn't agree. And that ball's going to stay in bounds, and there's a lot of room here. So Bedford just trying to shovel this down the vertically, shovel this down the field here.
Shelf number 7.
Yeah, and she was on sides, I guess. Good block by Shannon. It was a low, tough angle that was on frame. We're going to have another corner kick here, Joe. And we're within the 5-minute mark of the game. So the time is on the ref's watch right now. Here comes a corner. There's a serve. Oh, it's a dangerous serve. It's going to get deflected out. Going to go wide across the box. And we're going to kick that wider out of bounds. Here comes Bedford with a quick throw in. They're going to try to turn here and generate a shot. We're there to block it up, but we're not able to clear it out. Oh, and here comes Ari with a touch on it. Yep.
Still need to clear it
out.
So
we just need to clear it out, not in the middle. Yeah, not in the middle. And here comes a shot, and Bedford's looking for their best shot, and they're going to settle for one outside the 18-yard box. And Shannon is walking this up. She's going to punt this into space a little bit here. So good job by Grace. She had no one around her.
Sidelines.
Yeah, she had no one around her. Oh, we've got to get a foot on that. We're not going to. We got to contain this. Yep, we got to contain this. And Bedford driving. And they're going to have a send across here.
Oh, and Shannon,
good job by
Shannon.
Yeah, Brooke was there, and I think they were talking, and Shannon came right out. Again, textbook, batting it straight down into the turf and quickly back up into her hands. So we've got a kick here. It's going to get punted over the first wave of Bedford defenders. I'm going to try to keep this forward. And good step there. We just can't get it cleared out, Joe.
No, we can't.
And here comes Bedford again.
Tom, she was able to get her
my
feet
goodness,
on it.
yep. So now we've just got to send this forward. And boy, you got to hand it to Bedford. They are keeping this in the middle.
Up the sidelines.
Yeah, we've got to go up the sidelines.
Up the sidelines. Oh, man, oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a ball through. McKenna's going to have a foot race, and Bedford's going to not kick it out of bounds this time. So Bedford's able to shield that out of bounds and win possession.
Well, a foul on the field.
We don't know how much time is left, Joe, but we know it's under 5 minutes. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, so a throw in for Goffstown here. There's a deep throw. Bedford's going to look to punch this right out. Uh-oh, and that ball's going to find feet. Brooks going to try to take an angle here.
They're able to get a touch on it. Bedford's able to keep the progress on it going.
Oh, and that's going to be an own goal? Was that an own goal?
It was not, no. It went in by Bedford.
Oh, my
They
goodness.
bobble
So
around and crazy
Bedford
ball.
scores right at the end of regulation. So that was a tough one. I'm trying to watch a replay here. There's a little bit of crazy ball.
Yeah, there's less than a minute left of the game.
Less than a minute left, and Bedford pulls out the score after hitting the crossbar and having the ball roll across the face of the goal earlier in the game. Boy, that was, yeah, so that ricocheted off Cheyenne. It did not go in, but the bounce went right to a Bedford player who was, I'm not sure if they were expecting it, but it bounced off of them. And all of a sudden, here we go. Goffstown's got to push this forward. I mean, there's still some time left in the game here. The ball's getting sent forward. We're under the lights now. That sun is down.
An unfortunate bounce there.
Yeah. And, oh, what are we
Shannon
doing
going to
here?
come up with the ball.
Shannon
Oh,
came
man.
way out. And that's going to be a
goal
goal kick. Yep.
And I think we're at the end of regulation. 10 seconds.
10-second runoff. So Bedford scored probably with about a minute left in the game. So there is the final whistle for regulation. And we are going to have our first overtime. So we have a 5-minute intermission here, Joe. And then we will have our first overtime period. So this is our first overtime game of the season. All right, so we have about 4.5 minutes. We'll resume when the overtime period starts. I'm sure we could talk through this intermission, but
yeah, so the last minute to play, Bedford's able to put it in there.
it was a rocket of a cross, and it looked like it, bounced off a Goffstown defender. Not in the goal, though, but right to a Bedford player.
Yes.
And to their credit, they were right there.
They're right there, and they're
for a
flooding the zone.
rebound,
They've been doing it all
waiting
night.
for something.
You're going
Yep.
to see the play here and defend it off us.
Yep. So, what did I say earlier? It's better to be good and lucky. I would call that somewhat of an unlucky bounce. It could have bounced in directly.
Yeah.
It didn't. But the end result is the same.
But hard fought by both of these teams, 1-1. I mean, it's
been a dogfight.
It has.
So we got the clock winding down here. The music cranked. The lights are illuminating the field. And this doubleheader just got extended by at least, I believe it's a 5-minute overtime period. And then if that first overtime period remains tied still, there's an additional final second overtime period.
Right. So we had a late start. Now in overtime.
That's right.
Now in overtime. We had to wait for one of the refs to come from another game.
Yep.
And did make it. It was 15 minutes late, but now it's starting to add up for the boys' game.
Yep.
Good thing, Tom, we have this nice new facility with
with lights.
And this could go into the wee hours of the morning and no one would know the difference.
Yeah. So Bedford, I expect, is going to come out here with all of the momentum, or thinking they have the momentum, and I'm hoping the Grizzlies can counteract that and regenerate some momentum of their own. They were starting to get quite a bit toward the end. Almost a mirror image, Joe. Bedford wasn't possessing close. They didn't have a lot of good chances. They developed that on a counter from their side of the field.
That was a set corner kick, wasn't it, that resulted in that? Was it not? It was just a cross from.
It was a,
from the
yeah, it
far
was a
side.
send. Yeah, it was a
It was
send.
just a cross, yeah.
Yep. Alrighty. So we are a minute and a half away of resuming play here in Goffstown. So I wonder, Joe.
Golden goal overtime and
Golden goal.
yeah.
Yep. And if a goal is scored, and if it's the Grizzlies, I wonder if it's dark enough to see the lights. Wouldn't that be a fitting end? So it looks like Goffstown will have possession here, and both teams ready ahead of that 1 minute mark.
You can see
And we expect a whistle any moment now.
Bedford is ready for a sprint push here.
They look like they're about to do the 50-yard dash
Yeah, I
toward
was thinking
our
the same
goal.
thing. Track runners on their starting blocks here.
And here is the whistle, and there is the send back. And so this looks like a set play to send it back and then forward and try to keep them, catch it off sides. And Ari's got possession here. Oh my goodness! And that ball gets clogged up. Good job by Ari. She's shielding this. She's trying to turn and come away with it. Oh, and she gets bumped off the ball. I guess it was a legal shoulder-to-shoulder hit. And just like that, we almost had some immediate pressure, Joe. But Bedford up for the challenge. And good job by Ayla. She's been doing this all game. Just making herself a wall and not letting that ball get through. Oh, and that ball's going to get sent out, but who's going to want it?
Elle's able to come away with
Elle's
it.
able, and she's going to get this on her left foot. She's going to send this forward, and Ayla's going to be able to track that down.
Touching across if she can. Now it's time for a cross.
Oh, and she's spilled to the ground. So we've got to recover because here comes a quick counter by Bedford. That's going to go all the way down the line here. They're going to get a touch on it. Bridget's trying to contain. And Brooke's going to ricochet that ball off, but it's going to take a Bedford bounce. And it's going to stay in. Oh, and somehow it got deflected, but not into the back of the net. So Goffstown able to survive a quick scare there, Joe. And I guess this is a 10-minute overtime. I was wrong. I thought it was 5 minutes. It's been a while since we've had an overtime game. I think since last year against Concord.
Against Concord, maybe, yeah. Goffstown had a couple of overtime games last year.
Yeah, we called them. I just, I guess I'm not quite in mid-season form. I should be. Nice little poke there. So I'm going to try to get this over the top of the defense. That's a handball, look like. Instead, we'll get a throw-in in our attacking third. Momentary stoppage with a substitution by the Bulldogs.
It's only a 10-minute regulation time here, and probably the advantage is just to keep fresh legs in if you can.
Yeah, I mean, especially the style of play at the moment is fast and furious, high energy. You can feel the air cooling as the sun is down now. And a little small ball here, some short passes, and there's a change, and oh no, and Cheyenne tried to get that pass, and now she's slightly out of position and try to send that down, and Shannon comes out and scoops that off the ground. Brooke and Bridget were both tracking it, but
immediately
do not want to concede a corner kick here.
Immediately a strong 5 push from Bedford.
There's a ball going deep into our zone. Brooke's going to send that forward to Grace. Grace trying to connect with her sister.
Looks like it must have deflected off of
It must have,
Bedford.
yeah. I
I
didn't catch that
missed
either.
too.
So Goffstown trying to just send it forward and win these 50-50 balls, but That was out. Yep. Or close to it. If it wasn't out, Brooke was about to send it out, I think. Uh-oh, and this is going to allow Bedford to turn here, Joe. They've got a good look. They're going to send this in. Oh, no.
Long look.
And we got a flick away. Is it enough? Oh, good
great
outlet
touch by
pass to
Elle.
Elle. Yeah, Nell's got a chance here to send this down. And it's just not wide enough. Again, we're playing a little bit too narrow of a field.
Just a little height on that ball.
Yep, little height. So we're almost halfway through the first overtime period here.
Yeah, if that ball had just a little bit of lift on it, would have went up and over. And only if.
It's a Goffstown throw in. Elle's looking to win it. Hardy's going to punch that forward. And the outside back's going to take this across the field here and really switch up the look of this formation. And she's going to get it forward. Nicely done by Bedford. Going to keep her run here.
Just a small touch from Brooke.
Small,
and just
barely.
enough.
But boy, look at this. It's right back in. A Bedford player, falling down here and not suffering any consequence for it. And that ball is going to be off Bedford attacker for Goffstown throw in. Oh, and that throw in is dangerous. And here comes Bedford. They've got a good look here. They're going to swing it wide, though.
Time at the top of the box.
I thought we were going to see a send in there, and that shot's going to go across the box and wide on the far side from where the Bedford player struck that ball. So we've got Bridget lining up for a goal kick here, and Bedford looking to lock this in.
Good step by Adri.
Yep. But
Slowing
boy, we're
it
trying
down,
to cram it down the middle every time.
Every single time.
And
Widen
Bedford's
the
not
feed.
having it. That's where the white jerseys are. Good job by Shannon to come out and poke that away. Bedford, if they could, would try to get a quick shot on that. And again, this ball just staying locked in. All right, Shannon's going to collect that. All right. Closing in on 3 minutes left in the first overtime period here. GTV viewers getting their money's worth tonight in an exciting game and extended play here. Good touch by Grace. Rose trying to thread the needle. I would think the plan here is just throw it right down the sideline. And we've got a step to this. Where are we?
There's a good step by Cheyenne.
Yep. We can't stay out of position here. We got to have some help there.
Ooh, that ball
got through, and she was on sides. That's close. A little one-on-one here. Bridget containing, taking up that space. And Bedford looking to get this across again. And, yeah, Brooke had a miss hit there, I think.
Yes.
But she got her foot on it and prevented the cross, but it's going to be a corner kick. And I don't have the stats in front of me, but I think we've had one corner, right, Keith? And Bedford, is this their sixth or seventh? Seventh. Good job by Elle to get her head on that first. Oh, and she's not able to get her foot down on it. And good job. I think Brooke came up and took the brunt of that. She blocked that shot and paid the price for it. And she is limping. With under 2 minutes left in overtime, I think. The clock is stopped, Joe, so we are on the ref's watch here. And that ball just does not go through. We need to go a little wider. Oh, that ball bounced up awkwardly, but Bedford is coming down with it. And here we go. No. And there it is. A set play. It's going to get through, and Bedford's going to score the game winner with under 2 minutes left in overtime. So Bedford remains undefeated after that goal found the back of the net. And that was their first run of play goal, or really run of play quality chance for the entire game.
Yes.
And it resulted in a goal.
Yeah.
So they were able to keep it forward, get it forward. We'll take a look at the replay here. But unfortunately, it's not going to change the outcome. And the Bulldogs are going to come away with a victory here, 2-1. So 2 weeks in a row on this field, Joe, we have a heartbreaking loss.
Great effort by Goffstown to be able to
Yep.
hold off the state champions, defending state champions.
Well, they gave
this
Bedford
long
everything
and-
they could handle. It took overtime.
Yeah.
And that is a tough loss 2 weeks in a row, but Goffstown should not hang their heads in shame. They gave Bedford a tough battle. They battled Concord last week. So time for handshakes and time to regroup. The next game will be Saturday in Nashua against Nashua North. So we will see you then. Thank you for watching.